To see the fully uncut version of this video, head over to patreon.com/Jonjo Lyons.
What's that like to live deliciously? Chaos reigns.
Please don't scream.
Nah, Sid, don't you blame the movies. Movies don't create psychos. Movies make psychos more creative.
What's happening? My name is Jonjo Lyons, and today I'm here to present to you my review of Born Dead. Written and directed by Alex Fasani. Born Dead stars! All of these. Luna is a young embalmer with a strange passion for everything concerning death. One day, during a trip to the woods, she finds two bodies. The first one is a dead woman, the other one is a man who is still barely breathing. How's it going, my painters of pain, creators of chaos, and all-round pieces of shit? It's that time again. Time to check out yet another lovely little European gore movie. European? Born Dead is a movie I knew literally nothing about and only checked out because of the poster. Do with that information what you will. One thing I do know is after this, I cannot wait to see everything Alex Fasani has ever made. Are you prepared for the best line readings you've ever seen in your entire life? Let's find out. But before we get into all of that, I just want to remind you, you can see this video completely uncut and early at patreon.com/Jonjo Lyons for as little as $3 a month. That's it. Want to see the uncut videos and gain access to the Discord as well as all the Patreon exclusive stuff? Go over there now. But anyway, I'm ready to have Luna stuff my animal, so let's not waste any more time. Get ready to see the hottest dead body ever committed to film. This is Born Dead. The movie begins with the opening credits as we see someone engaging in a bit of taxidermy. All done, we see the animal stuffer Luna's face for the first time as she takes pictures of her work. Cut to Luna leaving her home, jumping in the car and going for a drive. She then pulls up right here and goes for a wander as elsewhere a man is seen dragging this woman into a shed. Oh damn, are we gonna get some barbecue this early on? Oh, that's good too, I guess. F him up, lady. I wanted barbecued woman flesh. Back with Luna, she finds herself another dead bird as the other couple continues to fight. The man is finally able to break the woman's neck and goes to hobble away looking like he shit himself before collapsing. That's when Luna stumbles on the scene and takes a closer look. She checks the woman's pulse, discovering she's dead, then drags the man off as we cut to her popping him in the car. She then starts to drive when she realizes she left her purse and goes back for it. Luna once again looks at the dead woman on the ground when she suddenly gets a wonderful idea. Cut to Luna popping the woman in the car as well, then heading home. Here she closes the gate as we get this gorgeous shot of the countryside, then cut to this postman driving. He checks his list and we return to Luna, who has a bunch of tools, a fox bust and a rather largely titted dead woman on the table. We then see she's stitching up the still unconscious man when the postman pulls up outside. He gives Luna a beat, then heads through the gate as our hero continues her life-saving work. Posty rings the bell and Luna answers as the man says he has two packages for her. I bet he does, eh? One of them's a meaty sausage and the other one's his drippy Actually, he's supposed to be picking up two packages, which he goes and grabs with the postman moaning about needing to go home for dinner or something. He then f***s off and Luna returns to her work, patching the man up. Cut to Luna taking pictures of the dead woman when the man finally wakes up from his nap.
What have you done to me? Untie me. Let me go.
Rude, she just saved your life, mister. And where the f*** my barbecue? Luna tells him to chill as he'll blow his stitches and that he has a fever before leaving.
Where are you going? Help me! Help me!
And I am loving the English dub on this one. May it continue to be this strong throughout. Cut to the man having flashbacks and going through fever sweats as we see visions of the dead woman covered in blood. We then cut to the next morning, maybe, when Luna serves him a lovely looking breakfast. The man asks whether Luna already reported him or not when we find out his name is Antonio.
You don't have to be ashamed. Antonio's
I'm Tony. Do you understand?
Alright, sassy pants, Tony it is! F***ing hell.
Don't you dare talking to me like that again! Got it? Never again!
I like her a lot, both her demeanour and her grip on the English language. She then shoves some pills into Tony's mouth as we cut to Luna printing out her pictures. She sticks them up on the door, then takes a seat and gives herself a cheeky old-fashioned. I'll say it again, I really like this woman. She's got a great attitude towards life and, more importantly, death. Are we gonna get to see some corpse in this movie? Cut to the woods and then to more tools as Luna inspects the body and Tony fiddles with his ropes. Luna notices the woman is starting to smell bad and suggests cutting her into pieces, which Tony agrees with, worried about getting caught. Luna then asks Tony how many people he's killed and if he the woman while he demands to be untied. He then falls over like a dickhead and instead of helping, Luna picks up her camera.
Nature is incredible. The flies have already found a hole in her body. Nothing dies. Everything creates life.
It's all one big never-ending feast of shit and misery, like Sunday lunch at your mum's house. Luna asks again if Tony the woman and he admits he did, saying he did it for no reason, just because he wanted to. Luna then tries to help him up when the man is able to free himself. Luna grabs some chains and is able to somehow secure Tony to the woman before getting the f*** out of there. Cut to sometime later as Luna looks at herself in the mirror. She then draws for this book and has a leaf through looking at images of this man, her father. She takes a picture out and holds it for a moment, then slams it back in the drawer as we cut to Tony still secure to the dead woman. He's approached by Luna, who's having a drink, suggesting we might get a drunken pegging scene, but unfortunately that doesn't happen. Instead, we cut to the postman driving once again as Luna looks through more pictures of the dead woman. Outside, Posty honks, but Luna doesn't answer as well as ignoring his calls. The postman then leaves a note and on out of there. Cut back to Tony as he begs Luna to release him. He says he needs to piss and Luna says he can, adding she can't trust him. Tony then pisses himself as Luna says his life depends on her. She then checks his high fever as we cut around the halls, which echo with Tony's calls for water. Luna takes him down a bottle and gives him a dribble, then starts taking pictures as the man begs.
Let me go!
I'm very concerned about how much all of this is turning me on. We then see another fever dream of Tony's filled with the same trippy bullshit we saw earlier. I don't know about you, but I'm still rock hard. Cut to Luna releasing Tony and letting him fall to the ground. We then get a montage of her taking care of him, once again cleaning and bandaging his wounds as well as giving him pills and water. Finally, she covers him with a blanket and we cut to the morning once again as Luna cooks a delicious looking steak. Downstairs, it looks like the woman's body is starting to melt as Tony is awoken by blood landing on his forehead. Luna sets the table as Tony stands and picks himself up possibly the shittest looking weapon available. He then makes his way upstairs where Luna is jamming out to some music. Tony tries to creep up on his prey when Luna greets him saying she's been waiting for him. She then offers him breakfast, but Tony is more interested in killing her. Luna scoffs at this, saying he still needs her and slides some pills over, which he takes. She then tells him to eat, but Tony says the meat must have been poisoned. Luna eats some to show it's fine, and then we're subjected to this bullshit. Why? Why do filmmakers do this? Why the eating noises? I hate the sound of people eating! Why do they always do it in horror films? The only scary thing about having to make me listen to someone eat is the murderous rage that builds within me! Please, for the love of Christ, stop doing it! Tony then asks Luna what she wants from him, and she says he is her light, that he kills and has the power to hold someone's life by a thread, and she wants to witness that power. And to really sweeten the deal, she adds this cherry on top.
By the way, if I ever were to be killed by someone, that would be you.
Cut to this woman Clizia trying to call Luna and not getting an answer. She moans up a storm at this guy Luca about how Luna doesn't want to sign over her house to be sold, then orders him to get in the car. Luca tries to calm her down, but Clizia ain't having it. He then grabs the documents, and we cut to Luna tending to Tony's leg wound. She tells Tony to clean his face, and he almost picks up the screwdriver but thinks better of it. That's when we find out that Luna is actually a doctor but was taught taxidermy by her father. Tony then asks if Luna has a boyfriend, but she doesn't answer. Luna suggests getting Tony some new clothes, but he has another idea, sorting out the body of the dead woman. Cut to the pair setting up when Tony draws for this hench meat cleaver. Luna says she wants to take pictures, but when Tony protests, she explains he is the painter and the woman is the canvas. She must capture his art.
Watch me paint.
Tony then asks for the knife and goes digging, slicing open the belly and pulling out all sorts of fun stuff. Very much enjoying this, Luna picks the guts up out of the bucket and rubs them all over herself until she arrives. I'm not turned on anymore. Just for those keeping score. Cut to Tony in the shower as Luna looks over her pictures. Luna notices her messages from Clizia but ignores them as Tony enters all sparkling clean. She tells the man those clothes were her dad's when Tony asks her about the pictures.
My father used to say that death is an angel asking for love.
Well, what the does that mean, Luna? Here we find out her father died 6 years ago and her mother died during childbirth when she finally answers the phone to Clizia.
The realtor deed on the house, Luna, remember. Why are you wasting my time?
And we also get the best line reading in the entire film right here.
What a stupid bitch!
Luna then tells Tony if he wants to leave, he better go now as Clizia, her dad's second wife, is on her way. She walks out onto the balcony and tells Tony to get his stuff, but he instead kisses her and the two share a tender moment as Luna cries. Cut to nighttime as Clizia and Luca enter the house. She goes searching for Luna, who jump scares her, and the pair bitch at each other about her father and stuffed animals. Clizia then tells Luna to agree to signing the deed as we see Tony creeping with a knife. Luna then says they'll be staying here when Tony attacks. And the f***ed up thing is, Luca didn't even want to go. Now look at him. Dead as f***. Thanks, Clizia. Also, every time I say your name, I think of clitoris. So, thanks for that as well. Speaking of which, upstairs we see she's waking up tied to a chair as Luna sips wine. Cletia calls out for the very dead Luca as Luna tells her she should have died instead of her father, that Cletia never loved him. Cletia then drops the bomb saying her father was in reality a violent pervert and laughs as she says she got rid of him. She also says she knows what Luna did that night in the bedroom, insinuating a much closer relationship with her father than we first assumed. In response, Luna tells her stepmother she always talked too much and fixes that issue. Cut to Tony slicing and dicing, then back to Luna enjoying the newfound silence. She then picks up her father's razor and tries to give Cletia a shave. Unsuccessfully. Finally, Luna gives stepmom an acid chaser and the woman dies. Cut downstairs as Tony presents his new painting to Luna. And they bang! I'm back on board! Cut to the couple waking up from their cum coma as Luna realizes Tony is suffering from a fever once again. Tony tells her they have to move the car and hide the body, so they head upstairs. Luna tells Tony he needs to rest, but he disregards that, telling her to get him a shovel.
And buy me a shovel!
Cut to the postman once again on his rounds. At home, the couple frantically clean up as the postman calls Luna, still not getting an answer. Tony takes the bags of body bits out back as Luna hides the car and runs back to the house. That's when Posty pulls up and steps through the gate, seeing Tony doing his work. He steps on a twig like a dickhead, alerting Tony just as Luna arrives. She tells Tony to get the poor innocent postman, and he runs into this shed for some reason, catching a shovel to the neck. Posty then gets the upper hand and stabs Tony. Jesus Christ, is that the sharpest shovel in the world? How do you stab someone in the tum-tum with a shovel? Anyway, Luna has a cry and we cut to dreamlike shots of her father as she cleans up Tony's body. She then wraps wire around his arms as father hands us a rose. We see Luna has her camera set up while she positions Tony right before taking a seat on his lap. The end! Well, I really like that one. And I want Luna to shit in my mouth. Sorry, I wanted to shit there in my mouth. Is that racist? Born Dead is a fun little twisted love story that I really enjoyed despite a couple of technical issues. We've got blood, sex and a terrible dub. Basically all the ingredients to make a film that I'll love. The story is simple enough with a clearly f***ed up woman meeting an even more f***ed up man and the two falling in love over the corpse of a murdered innocent. Fun times. Then we have the addition of the stepmother and the suggested questionable relationship with her father, but not much else. There isn't all that much story to be fair, but just as a window into this world and Luna's life, it isn't too bad. Onto the characters, and we have a couple of interesting ones in Luna and Tony. Luna clearly has the most depth and history we learn about with her past as a doctor and whatever the f happened with her dad. His death clearly weighs heavily on the woman, and this expresses itself in some pretty interesting behaviour. I loved her performance too, ignoring the dub. The actor really threw herself into it and had a bloody good time. Then there's Tony, who's a little bit more mysterious in that we really don't know anything about him other than the fact that he's a dead woman. Is he a serial killer? What's his deal in general? We never find out. I suppose it isn't important as he's really there to be used as a tool by Luna, but it still would have been nice to have a little bit of background on him. Then of course there's the stepmom who's a Luca, who's a nothing character, and the postman who needs to mind his own business. Next is the gore, and we get some pretty good stuff here. The guts and bloody faces are all fun, but it's the close-ups of the meat cutting that I found particularly gross. I'm not sure what they used in lieu of actual human bodies, but whatever it is, it looks pretty convincing. Gore isn't really the focus of this one, but when it hits, it does well enough. Plus, seeing a woman masturbate with guts is always welcome in any movie. Would have made the Barbie movie bearable at least. Production-wise, I really love the look of this movie. The almost completely washed out colour of the film adds to the hopeless atmosphere, and the setting could easily be transferred to the stage, which is always a plus for me. On the negative side though, the English dub was terrible and the score sounded super cheap. It wasn't enough to ruin the experience. In fact, some of the line readings were highly entertaining for me, but it did really stick out. In the end, Born Dead is a serviceable low-budget European horror movie that gets messy but doesn't go as deep on character as I'd like. I think if the intensity of everything was up by at least 20%, we could have really had the perfect movie, but as it is, it's still a lot of fun. Also, they should have f***ed the corpse. Recommended for those who see art in death. I don't know. It's worth it for Luna coming. So that was my review of Born Dead. What do you lot think? I like this one a lot. It's simple, nasty, and doesn't have any redeeming characters, which is yet another ingredient in my perfect movie recipe. It's actually kind of shocking how many of those this movie has. But in the end, it's all worth it to see the dead woman's jumbo yum-yums. Speaking of which, if you want to see Luna crack one off with a handful of intestines completely uncut and early, head over to patreon.com/Jonjo Lyons. There you can find the uncut version of this review, plus others with more stuff being added every single week. We got the uncut reviews, Patreon exclusive reviews / comic breakdowns in the Discord. And all that can be yours for as little as $3 a month. You can pledge more, I really appreciate it, as I need to pay for better anything to get into film festivals. The movie's basically done and we're going to start sending them out soon, so really I need all the help I can get to pay for those entrance fees. So that's it for another week. Like the video, leave a comment and click subscribe if you haven't already. My name's Jonjo Lyons and look forward to more Alex Fasani reviews coming soon. If only for the fact that I hope Luna's actress f***s a dead body in at least one of them. She must do, right? See you next time.